In Jamaica, the government is taking steps to ensure the smooth transfer of estates, especially in cases where a deceased person doesn't leave behind a valid will. On Friday, the Senate passed the Administrator General's Amendment Bill with 2 alterations. The bill seeks to amend the Administrator General Act to establish a framework for the Administrator General AG to efficiently administer multi-generational estates and interstate estates. These are properties where the owner dies without leaving a legitimate will involving minors. Justice Minister Senator Mark Golding, who piloted the bill, explained that the legislation will expedite the process of administering estates of persons who die without leaving a will and who have beneficiaries under 18 years. He says the upgraded law will also reduce the burden on the probate division of the Supreme Court and on the resident magistrates' court.
As the Administrator General is recognized under a grant of administration as the personal representative of the primary estate, authority to distribute the assets of that primary estate is already vested in the office of Administrator General. However, where primary beneficiaries are deceased, the Administrator General is often unable to distribute the assets because no grant of administration has been obtained by the personal representative of those primary beneficiaries. And this also impacts any succeeding generations claiming through the deceased primary beneficiaries. The estates of these deceased primary beneficiaries are described in the bill as succeeding estates. The bill will enable the Administrator General to distribute the assets of the primary estate, notwithstanding that a grant of administration has not been obtained in any of the succeeding estates.
Meanwhile, Section 53 of the bill prohibits the distribution of a multi-general estate without adhering to certain guidelines.
3J authorizes the distribution of the assets of the primary estate or any related part of the multi-generational estate at the end of the notice period, having regard to claims submitted by interested persons. Immunity from liability is given to the Administrator General in subsection 2 of this section in respect of any person whose claim was not known at the time of distribution. Subsection 3 makes it clear that the immunity granted to the Administrator General does not preclude the tracing of any asset into the hands of any person who receives it, except for a bona fide purchaser for value without notice. These are matters for which transparency and accountability are of significant importance. Therefore, Section 53K mandates that a register of instruments of administration and instruments of distribution issued in accordance with the Act is to be established and maintained by the Administrator General.